All right, welcome in everyone to the Fly for Fun show, July 6, 2022, season 2, show number 26 of the year, Ray. And moving right along, we got two great guests tonight, Jack Towne of Half Chrome Drones and Mike and Sergio. I'm not sure if Sergio's going to make it, but Michael is in the back room and we'll get him in. We'll get Jack in a few minutes. I want to thank Jack for taking time out of his schedule. I know he's pretty busy, and I know they do their show, and I know it was great with the they had EXO CEO guy on a couple. I want to ask Jack about that, of course. And Jack put up a great video. Either it was yesterday or today, I think.
All the different drones. Yeah, that was good.
We'll talk a little bit about that. Let's see. Tonight's hashtag is hashtag Midwest Drone. Midwest meetup. Put that in and you win a sticker pack. I got, of course, a Johnny Drone Fly and CaptainRay Kelly sticker. Tonight we're going to feature Maddie. We got the South Florida Drone meetup, Drone Anew, River City, Brad Austin, and Mr. John Flynn. So we'll get that out to you if you win that, and we'll do that. And, of course, Ray, tonight we'll give away your hat through the wheel. We got 10 names in that. We had 5 shows last month, 2 names go in a hat. In a part 107 questions. Yep, there it goes. We'll do that about a little bit before we show our videos. I want to wish some happy birthdays. Doc Murdoch had a birthday. Lauren Condoff, Matt's wife, had a birthday. Sean Oz had a birthday also. Drone Bum, Paulie. And I do want to say get well to Sean Oz. He's actually probably in surgery right about now. I think he broke his collarbone.
Yeah, it was a bad break, too.
Jim Beauchart had knee surgery, and he's recuperating. I see him in the chat. Welcome in, Jim. And who else did we have? I think we had a happy anniversary to who did I see? Lloyd Mendenhall, I believe, had a anniversary. So all those people, we want to, wish best of luck to all of those. I know Sean. I'm not sure what happened, but and of course Jim had his knee replaced, so he's doing good, and he's kind of back in the chats, and he hadn't been on the show. I think he took the week off, but he'll probably be back this week. Ray, we got a ton of people in here. We got 31 people. And guys, type that hashtag in there and hashtag Midwest meetup. And we'll get Jack in here in a few minutes. Ray, how's your week?
Yeah, no, I had a good week. Actually, it was a great week. I ended up getting out and flying with Rob Kamada, and we met in Stony Brook Harbor, and we both flew our Mavic 3 drones, and I love flying this drone. He's got the Cine version of the Mavic 3, and he flew that, and we really had a great time. New York.
Yeah, I know.
To Adventures with CaptainRay.
And I got to see his wife again. She came along. But this is a great place to fly right here, Stony Brook Harbor. And there's my Mavic 3. But as soon as Rob showed up, he was flying. It didn't take him 2 seconds to get up in the air. Mavic 3. Yeah.
That's a great shot right there.
Yeah, we put them both up and compared them. And then, when you're flying like that, as you know, from the South Florida Drone Meetup, you got to coordinate, you got to communicate with the other. So I told Rob, let's start moving a little forward. But then I decided to race him. And I won the race. But this was a great place to fly.
Yeah, it looks like it.
The Long Island Sound.
Yeah. And we did some boat following, boat chasing. But I like using the zoom on the Mavic 3. That 28 times zoom is amazing. It really is.
He's got the Cine, really. Wow.
Yeah, the Cine. Yeah.
Ray's uptown. Rob's uptown.
Yeah, he loves that drone too, just like I do. He's a volunteer for the fire department, and he uses that for his work with the fire department.
Yeah, so y'all had fun. That looks like. Ray, we got a ton of people. You want to say hello to some people?
Yeah, I'll tell you. All right. Yeah, I'm going to start from the bottom up and say hi to Bill Thomas, Coast to Coast, and Al, South Florida Drone Flyers. And we got David Lorenzo and Alan, Drone Views Media, Welsh Rob, good to see you, and John, Flying Flynn Media. Robbie, come to us all the way from Thailand.
Yeah.
Travel Tech 360. Aki Rasho, hope you're getting better. And Scott, Jackrabbit FPV, good to see you. Going up the list here, Johnny and Chris Miller, how you doing? JC, always good to see you. And Chris, NB Drones, good to see you. And Steven Drones, good to see you. Hey, Bill Ronayne, how you doing?
I see Bill, David
Um,
Lorenzo. Yeah.
Max, and we can't forget Max, even though he thinks
I forget Max.
DJI sucks.
He offered me $50 for my Mini 3.
Oh yeah, I know. He knows DJI is the best, though. Deep down inside, he knows that. But anyway, we got a great crowd in the house. I'm going up the list. Northside Hawk, how you doing? And Paul Brown, Widgeon Big, good to see you. But anyway, we got those two great guests in the back room, you know, Johnny. And I tell you, I'm so glad they're going to be on the show tonight because they got a lot of good info. You know, they're planning their Midwest meetup, and we're going to hear all about that.
Yeah, let's bring Jack in. I know Jack is busy, and I appreciate him coming on. And Jack, how you doing, buddy?
I am doing well. Thanks for having me.
Good. How was the shrimp back there or the crawfish? I'm not sure what we had.
I love shrimp. I love crawfish. It's all good stuff.
Yeah. Well, welcome to the Fly for Fun show, Jack.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Jack, I know it's been a while. I want to say, man, that video you put out, was that yesterday or the day before with the drones?
A couple days ago.
Yeah, man, that was. I tell you what, guys, if you haven't had a chance to go out and watch that, I mean, it is, I guess, somebody that owns drones for a long time or just a newbie.
Thanks. Yeah, I try to make a video like that every summer, right? And you know, with new drones coming out, and you know, my goal is, you know, people ask me all the time, this Jack, what's the best drone? And it's such a loaded question because,
yeah, no lie.
You know, what is the purpose of your drone? What's your budget, right? If you have unlimited money, like, well, right. I mean, you know, that's different, but not everybody does. So I like to start, you know, at $100 and just kind of work my way up with the idea behind it that you're looking for something to take pictures and video with, right? We're not talking FPV, but you know, and then I go like $100, $200 increments until I get to like $2,000, and then you know, that's the end of the video. And I also I have in the works, I'm making a video, because if you look at that video, it's almost all DJI stuff, right? DJI makes a great.
Yeah, and you said that I think at one point, you know.
Yeah, and I also make a video, or I'm in the works. I'll be making a video about, you know, what are the best non-DJI drones, right? Some people are just like, I don't want DJI. It's like some people are like, I'm anti-Apple. I get it, right? You know, fight the man. So they want to know what other options are out there. So, you know, again, I like to make a video like that every summer. So yeah, I don't know, probably in the next. I love
the background. How you had that background, man. That was very cool.
Thanks. You know, I've got a green screen. I've used it a handful of times, and I wanted to do something a little bit different. So rather than just kind of, you know, flashing between me and the studio and B-roll, I thought it'd be cool to just try and, you know, I'll record myself on the green screen, and then I'll just shrink myself, put it in the corner, and then you can just watch the whole video. And
Ray even called me. Well, Ray was asking me today. He said, "Have you seen that?" And I went back and I saw a few minutes of it when it first came out, but then today I watched the whole thing. It was pretty neat.
It was a great presentation. It really was.
Thanks. I appreciate it. I had fun. You know, I enjoy making videos. You know, it's something that I live. You know, a lot of people love to fly. I like to fly, but I also enjoy the process of video editing. Like, maybe that's the nerd inside of me. I know not everybody does, and some people absolutely hate it, but I've kind of grown to enjoy making videos, so it's fun.
And I think we talk about it all the time. The flying may be the easiest part, getting it back and editing and putting it together. Maybe I mean, some people love that. I can't stand to do it because I can't do it, I guess. But it's a lot of work. I really appreciate how you guys do that. You know,
it is. You know, and one other thing, Jack, is I picked up that you're a teacher and you're teaching students how to fly drones, and I found that very, very cool. We love to promote that.
I love my job. Like I have a fantastic job. So I teach in the morning, and in the afternoon I do other things at the school. You know, I'm what's known as an instructional coach. But one of the two classes I teach the two coolest classes at the school by far. One of them is drones. It's drones and robotics. And we teach kids how to fly. We teach kids the components of drones. We go through part 107 study. Then we do a videography unit where I teach after we've done the 107. I take kids to the airport if they want to test and get certified.
I'm about to say, do they get tested?
That's an option. Like they don't have to take the 107 test. I give them a 107 test. Like that's one of the, tests in the class, but and then after, whether they want to or not, right, then we learn how to use that drone for photography and videography. And the final project is telling a story with the drone. It's a blast. I love teaching it.
So Jack, is that a class that you teach, or do you do they watch videos, or do you subscribe?
I teach it. I have some curriculum that I steal. I use YouTube videos. I build stuff. I built this class. It's a high school class. It's a public school in Illinois. It's awesome. But I also, I've had a lot of different people on the show. I had Billy Kyle on when we were doing videography, and he was talking because that's what he does, So I wanted him to explain some of that and, the process that he goes through. We had Drew Camden on when we were learning about parts and components, and that the kids that are in FPV thought that was awesome. We have the guy here that's in charge of mapping for the city of Chicago. He came out and explained how he uses drones to map crime scenes and crash scenes, and it's fascinating stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's fun. And I'm the coach. We have a drone racing team here, so we race tiny whoops against other local high schools. So we'll I'll get a van and we'll drive over there and they'll race, and I get to race when they're not. So it's a blast. I love it.
Well, hey, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna get Mike in here because Mike's been sitting and Mike's I'm gonna get Michael welcome in.
What's up, Mike?
What's up, gentlemen? Hey, Jack.
Michael, how you doing?
Johnny? Doing good.
Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Hey, Jack, I want to ask you, I know you had the CEOs for EXO. So what did you, looking back, tell me, what do you think about that?
All right. So for people that don't understand, EXO is Hubsan. Like they're not necessarily rebranding. They have partnered, right? So if you cannot buy a Hubsan drone in the United States anymore. You buy an EXO drone. So people are like, oh, the rebranding, and that at one point they were, but they've kind of entered this relationship where they are, they're a thing. The drones are good, right? I flew their flagship drone. I flew their mini drone, and they're good, right? Hubsan has always made a good product in terms of hardware. It's the software and the user experience that have always lagged behind. And while they don't necessarily tweak that themselves, they do provide the feedback. It's a good drone. It is overpriced, but I got to hand it to those guys. I mean, they're in their 20s.
That's what we were talking about before you got in the back room. I mean, listen, I know when I first heard them, you kind of think maybe a little cocky, but I think they answered all the questions, and you wish them the best. And the only thing I say, maybe they knocked the other drones a little bit, maybe too much in my opinion. But hey, you know what? They got to be proud of what they have, and or at least what they're promoting. And hey, you can't knock them for that,
Yeah, no, they're doing a good job. They've got some work to do for sure. And no, they're not going to compete with DJI directly, but they're not trying to, right? They're not selling drones to guys that are watching this show right now, right? That is not their market.
Absolutely.
And that's smart. So people on this show, they're like, EXO, it's garbage, it's overpriced. Yeah, it is, but you know how many people are on Facebook that know absolutely nothing about drones? They see one of their advertisements, like, wow, that looks pretty good. They don't know who DJI is, and it is pretty good, and they'll get it, and they'll think it's just fine.
Yeah.
One more thing on EXO. One of the things that I talked to them about is they offer 107 training.
That's what
for free if you buy one of their drones. That's actually really huge, and I haven't had an opportunity yet to explore that, but I will, and that's something that I'm going to explore that, right? Because I teach a 107 class, so I'm invested in understanding a lot of that stuff for other reasons, but also that's a real deal that people, DJI is not helping you out with any of that. So I think that could be helpful for a lot of people. And they have LUTs and things. So I'm going to check all of that out.
I know you. I think we asked them, or somebody asked them. So that course is their course, I guess. They put it together. It's not they're not.
I think what I understood is somebody else put it together. They purchased it from them and then kind of
have the rights to it,
formed it, and added to it. I don't actually know. I haven't looked at it. I have access to it. It's just not something I've had time to dive into yet.
Well, you can't beat the education. I mean, I think, the trust test was a great step in the right direction. I mean, I know it's people not laugh, but I mean, you can't fail it. But hey, you do read it, and sometimes, when you read things, you kind of comprehend it, and that's what it's about, Yeah.
No, I think the trust is a great idea. Like I wish more people knew that it existed. All my students do. They got to take it like 2 weeks into the class.
Yeah, and I think that's something that could be easily before each app of the drone company. They could make that interactive where, hey, you go take this, or you have to take this and check that box that it's been taken. I mean, that wouldn't be too hard to do in my opinion. Put some kind of flyer in the box or whatever. And of course, I know that's for the United States, but other countries have similar things. I guess
sure.
I'm not.
That's a great idea. I agree.
Yeah. So I mean that could easily be done with software. I would think.
I would think so.
So I'll tell you what, Ray. Let's run this first question, and then we'll talk to Jack and Mike about their meetup.
All right. A small UA must be operated in a manner that A, does not exceed 250 feet above ground. B, requires at least one visual observer. C, does not endanger the life or property of another. That's an easy one.
It is. A lot of these questions are easy, but hey, you know what? There some of them on a test. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I know one of the Jack will tell you. I think the 107 test. I've said it many times. There's 3 answers, and one of them you could just throw out the window, and then the other 2 are,
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I like
agree.
Akarasho's answer there.
I see the correct answer there. You want to announce it, Johnny, or you give it?
Yeah, who got it? I think Steve got it first.
Steve Knowles. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Answer C.
Surprisingly, you're not allowed to endanger life.
Midwest meetup to win that sticker pack. Let me see how many entries. I only got 17, and we got 52 people watching. So we got a great sticker pack tonight. So Jack and Michael, tell us about this meetup y'all got planned in Chicago.
Yeah, Mike, you go first.
Mike?
Yeah. We have it located. It's going to be August 13th. It starts at 11, and we're going to go till whenever. It's in Rolling Meadows. It's at Ned Brown Meadows near Elk Grove. So it's like the borderline of Elk Grove and Rolling Meadows, but it's in Rolling Meadows. So that's going to be the location. And then Jack got some sponsors. I got some sponsors. We got Fly High FPV coming, bringing stickers and all that good stuff. And we got Greg from Pilot Institute. We got Good Drone Ventures. And who else do we have?
I talked to Beta FPV is going to give us a $50 voucher for their website. So if anybody wants that,
very cool,
awesome.
So
and EXO,
that's cool.
Is EXO,
I gotta check
Charlie
back on them. They did say,
coming?
yeah, I gotta I gotta follow up with them. But yeah, they said they were interested in either coming out or sponsoring a giveaway of a drone. So hopefully that'll happen. I've got I got a pile over here. I just went through my closet of drones that I'm pretty sure are operational, that I'm not flying, that I'm going to give away. A couple of FPV controllers. I mean, you can only have so many of those things. So, yeah, I got a pile of stuff that I'm going to give away to people if they want it too. So
yeah, I got a drone to give away too.
It's a free.
People love winning the prizes. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
I was very lucky to win this one.
that is a prize. Like I'm not giving away Mavic 3.
Yeah.
I've got a handful of ZLL drones, Bugs drones, Seafly, Tyrannus, 4D RC. Nothing super crazy, but some of them, guys will be like, "Oh, that's a toy." Yeah, sure, give it to a kid. That's
Yep.
So
Another
so
way to
so,
bro-
so
throw that
Sergio so Sergio says, "Hey, should I give away my Hubson Xeno Pro?" I'm like, "Yeah, go ahead, give it away."
And Jack and Michael, this is a free event, right? I mean,
It's a free
there's no
event.
charge.
Yeah, it's a free event, no charge,
event.
and it just I forgot to say, it's on Gulf Road. So Bussy Woods is a big area. People get confused because it'll be like on Higgins. There's a part of it that's on Higgins, and there's a part of it that's on Gulf Road. We're on the Gulf Road side, on the other side. So it's on Gulf Road, and you'll see the entrance.
So Michael, that'll be FPV and camera drones.
Absolutely. And then Jack,
And-
we're putting a GP racetrack, right, for FPV racing.
Sure. Yeah, I think that'd be cool. We'll have to coordinate on that and figure out how to do that. I've got a couple of gates. Maybe we can figure something out, right? I'm sure they're trees or whatnot. Actually, I don't know the spot we're flying. We'll have to check that out. But I'm gonna buy a bunch of burgers and hot dogs.
Yeah.
And grill up. If we have a grill there, I assume we do.
Yeah, we got a good amount of people coming already, Jack.
Cool.
So
we'll have
Very,
to.
very good.
Night Train Mike is asking a website for directions, or Mike, they can get with you.
yeah, get with me, or get with Jack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shoot one of us an email. We'll figure it out. We've got I think Mikey got a Facebook. What is it? A Facebook
I got a
event?
You got a
Facebook
group? Yeah.
event,
Event
yeah,
page?
where, event
Yeah,
page,
so-
and
Yeah, if you can throw your the URL in the chat, that would be
yeah, I'll do it.
be
I'll
awesome. People
absolutely
could,
do it.
Yeah, because
it'd be
people,
awesome to know how many people are coming, and then we can kind of I know how many burgers I need.
We have to be careful, Jack, because I think Bot's coming. Bot messaged me yesterday.
Bot grinder, sweet.
And
That'd be
Cricket is looking into getting here too, and Super Deluxe.
Sweet.
Let's see. Let me get this.
So is that at a park, or is it at a?
It's a big old park, right? So it's just kind of like just a big park basically. Lots of people do picnics and stuff there. So there is a flying field in in the area, but we're not actually at the flying field, are we, Mike?
No, we're gonna be on the further back from the flying field.
Yeah. Have you been to where we're going? We need to check this out, I suppose, huh?
Yeah, it's nice.
All right. Okay.
I mean, I'm not into FPV, but I think it would be cool to have a little race course or an obstacle a course to go through.
For sure. It
That would be
absolutely
cool.
It absolutely would. Guys like Cricket in Bot Grinder, they're real FPV pilots. Like, I have FPV gear and I fly FPV sometimes, but those guys are legit. So
Yes,
it'd be fun.
they are.
It'd be fun to fly with those guys.
Yeah, make the gates about this big for them,
Yeah,
You
Ken
guys seen
Dono's
that?
coming. Lon's coming.
Yeah, that'll be fun. This is my new FPV endeavor. Look at these goggles.
Chick
That looks
Chick
pretty
magnet.
serious, Jack.
This is my HD0 VRX on the front. I just picked that up the other day, and I got a tiny little HD0 quad to go with it. And I'm building a 5-inch, so that'll be fun. But that's the other the non-DJI, non-walk, snail, fat shark HD FPV system, and it's nice because it'll fit on whoops, which is
Joe Blaylock says
I like
that's a
these.
chick magnet.
Yes, it is absolutely a chick magnet. That was the last video I made, and that was I said that's the one thing about HD0 that I really love. When I put these goggles on, if I'm flying at the park, it's difficult because I get all the fanfare from these ladies just bothering me with this thing on my on my face.
Hey, we got Michael Wright in the house and DeMarco's in the house.
Michael.
Gary Brand Ariels, Akaracho.
Yeah, lots of
Jim
good
Bouchard.
people.
So Jack and Mike, what I ask y'all, what about the new DJI FPV? What do y'all? It's getting close, or I see it. It is a reality, and it's coming.
The
Avata.
Mhm.
The Avata.
Yeah, Avata. I think you're right, Mike. It's an Avata.
It's supposed to come out in this month, right? July.
It said July, but
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I don't know. I haven't really reached out to anybody that probably would know. And maybe I'll do that. But it'll be interesting. I think it's probably a better. I don't think I'm looking for my DJI FPV quad, but I think it's a better tool for more people, right? The FPV that they built originally, big and fast and really cool, does some neat stuff that other, FPV drones don't do, but it's really hard to fly something that goes 90 miles an hour if you don't know.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing when it first came out. That I'm not really into FPV. I mean, I have a little Tiny Hawk 2 and stuff, but it seemed very big, to me. And I think that this will kind of, I don't know if it'll be easier to fly, but I think it will be more, for long range type flying. I think,
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be any bigger than a ProTech 35.
Mm-hmm.
Probably that size.
Yeah. You're looking at something smallish. I think I got a whoop on the back. Yeah, it'll be smaller than something like that, I think. But DJI does things right usually. So I think it'll be good. The thing that is disappointing to me are the rumors that it may not be compatible with their other FPV stuff. The goggles and whatnot, and the whole walk snail, fat shark, they kind of split from DJI. So now you have the DJI system, you have the walk snail system, you have the HD0 system, and if DJI splits from their own system, that's another one. And this stuff is so expensive. That's hard. It's disappointing to me that they can't make that stuff work together. And maybe they can't. I don't know. As the technology evolves, maybe it's just not possible. But I think it probably is.
Well, it's kind of like, if you look at the RC that just came out.
They want you to spend more money.
Yeah, I mean, that thing is $309, and then the other RC Pro was $1,200. So it's kind of a big difference in there. So are they making things? And we know that's a scaled down version of the RC Pro, but it surely is pretty good and convenient to fly with.
Yeah, the smart controller just doesn't make sense to me for most people. I think you're right. It's just they're very similar. I think the screen on the DJI RC is more than adequate. Chris and I were flying it at the beach in the sun in northern Florida, and it was fine.
Good.
Like, unless you need HDMI out or you need to run apps that aren't DJI, why would you buy the smart controller? Like, you just wouldn't, unless you have like an Air 2S that it doesn't support for unknown reasons. Like, that's stupid.
Do you think it will, Jack?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I also, I also thought that the motion controller that they built with the FPV drone and the goggles would be compatible with Air 2S. All of that stuff could be compatible if they wanted to. Right. We know they all fly with the RCN1 controller, the Mini 2, the Mini 3, the Air 2, the Air 2S, the Mavic 3. All of those drones work on the same controller. And why wouldn't they work with the
only thing about the RC controller, it said OcuSync 3 and up, which would be just the Air 2S and up, not the Mini 2. So but I'm still, if it flies with the regular controller, then it could fly with that. That's kind of
what I'm thinking. But yeah, you might be right. But the Air 2S is 03 also. So no reason that one shouldn't.
Right. Well, maybe I know somebody was saying on one of the streams. I think maybe Marcus or Ron or one of them. Maybe it's they just don't have the product to make it. Because I know it's already on back order. But hey, you still, as long as it's on back order, well, that's okay. It's not like, I think somebody got their drone today, which basically was 2 months now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, I ordered it, the RC, and we'll see. God only knows when I'll get it. But
yeah, I got mine.
Ray, was it on back order or is just
no? I got the order right through. Yeah.
Okay.
But I haven't
order the Mini
notified and shipped.
Can you order the Mini 3 with it still? Like, are they shipping those?
I got mine pretty early from DJI, but the Best Buy is still in a debacle right now. And I think Best Buy is, a lot of people have canceled their orders, and it's not Best Buy's fault.
Best Buy is a debacle.
If they had it, and they'll send it,
I'm going to grab something.
Jack, have you seen the for the DJI V2 goggles? Did you see that LED visor that just came out? I'll put it in the chat if anyone wants to see it. It's pretty cool looking, but for $129, that's not worth it for me, unless it was a patch.
I did see that. Like,
Yep.
I think DJI has an opportunity with the Mini 3, right? So this is my go-to kit now. In here, I got my Mavic 3 and
That's
my
nice
Mini
to
3. They both
Yeah, I like that.
with
That's all you need.
this controller, right? I don't need 2 controllers now.
Yep.
It is fantastic. So if you can still get the Mini 3 with the smart controller, I don't see why like I get like if you can't buy it by itself, but make it compatible with Air 2S and put those like together as kits, right? So if I go on a shoot, I'm gonna bring this and I'm gonna use the Mavic 3 and then maybe the Mini 3 for B-roll. Or if something happens, then I've got a backup drone. And that actually happened. Chris and I were shooting at I forget what they do, but they make industrial parts or whatever. They had a giant fire truck come in and they wanted us to follow the truck, and then we were getting some B-roll. So we had 3 drones there, and we were having issues getting the Mavic 3 in the air it was actually ended up being an SD card issue. But when you're trying to do stuff like that, you just can't troubleshoot. So you got a backup drone in the kit, and it's small, and this Mini 3 is really good enough to do most of what people need. So
Yeah, and Lawrence got a Phantom Flight 101. He's got that. It's still an extra on a DJI. So it shouldn't be now that they have that RC. You ought to be able to buy with the regular controller if you want the RC or the RC Pro.
Yeah, and it actually says on DJI's website that it will be compatible with other drones in the future.
Right.
It says that on their website.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
What that means, I don't know. Maybe it's future drones. I guess they could say that, or maybe it's the Air 2S. And
I think the Air 2S is coming. I think that's coming pretty soon.
Jack, on your Mini 3, have you? I'm personally, I'm not getting a good range on my Mini 3, but I'm in a kind of maybe a heavy Wi-Fi area, but I also see people flying far and very areas that's crowded too. So how's your range been?
I don't push range really almost ever. So
yeah, I'm losing at about 1,800 feet though. It's not,
Yeah, I think the farthest we had it out on the beach, couple thousand meters, and it was fine.
Mm-hmm.
So, but like, it's, what is it? 12? Is it 12,000 meters? It goes like, who can go 12,000 meters? You can't see it.
No, listen, I totally agree. You don't need to, hey, drive to your location and fly and shoot shoot what you need to shoot. You don't need to fly there,
Yeah, I like to be close, like physically, personally close to what I'm shooting, so I can see the drone and the trees and the obstacles and all that stuff. So, range to me it's not huge. I need, the Mini 2 was always good enough, right? The Mini SC had some limitations, but even that, I think, did fine almost all the time that I needed it to. So,
Barry, welcome in.
You know though, Jack,
how you doing?
DJI needs to fix that audio issue for the live streaming for the iOS device. That's one thing that's really not that good. And on Android, you don't have that problem. The audio issue.
What are we talking about?
When you live stream from the DJI Air 2S or any drone, whatever that accepts live streaming on the DJI for iOS only, and Johnny will vouch. He knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
and so Maddie, it's terrible.
It's terrible for the iOS. I haven't done it. I've been using Prism. Of course, if you do it, I did the Nano a couple of times. The Nano has audio, so it makes it a lot easier to stream with that. Not easier, but because Prism is kind of aggravating. You got to open Prism, and then you got to go back to the Fly app or the Sky app or whatever app you're using. But and that's what people, a few people were saying. They wish it had audio, but I guess you can't have everything.
Yeah, I would be very cautious live streaming from your drone. That's how Mikey in Philly got in trouble. I mean, granted, he did some other things, that people weren't happy with.
Yep.
And he's a personality that, some people, he just rubs people the wrong way. So people were kind of after him, but the way that they got him was live streams, right? So that was kind of the thing. So
well, live streaming can definitely take, I mean, you need to pay attention to the drone because you kind of look at a laptop or either an iPad, what people are saying. So, and it's not something I'll do it out in the driveway a few minutes, but it's not a big deal for me, but it can be fun, but you do have to be careful. I agree. And you don't want to, you don't need to show a lot of stuff on air,
right.
Hey, Jeff, Mike Kinney, good to see you.
Mike
But the
Kinney.
Mini 3 is a great. I like the vertical feature. I mean, it's got some great features,
For sure.
Hey, Barry. Barry's in the house.
Barry's in the house.
Barry's in the house.
Lots of great people.
Well, Jack,
on the show.
we ask all our guests this question. What's your favorite drone?
What is my favorite drone?
FPV.
Yeah, so my initial reaction was this, right? This is something I built, DJI FPV system. But I really like whoops. Like
Really?
I love flying around in my basement and upstairs when my wife isn't home. she gets mad at me if I fly, but I like to go from the basement to the middle of my house to upstairs, and I'll fly these things all winter. And like I said, I coach is a loose term, but I coach a drone racing team of high school kids, and they fly these things. I enjoy them. If I had to pick I really like the Air 2S.
No, I love
the
the Air
Mavic 3
2S.
is growing on me now that it just boots up like that.
It's a great drone. The Air 2S is a great drone.
I tell you what, if they made it compatible with the RC, they'll even sell even more of them.
Yeah, maybe that's the thing. They can't fill orders. Who knows? Like you said, Johnny, but it absolutely should be compatible with that.
Absolutely, yeah.
It should, yeah.
For the money, for $1,000, like it's not half the Mavic 3. It's almost as good, and it's the Mini 3 is $700, $900. You buy that remote, like they're just too close. Like the Air 2S is kind of that sweet spot for photography. Yeah. It's really nice.
Yeah, exactly.
But Jack, this is what you need right here.
The V-copter.
It's cool.
It is cool. I'm gonna tell you what. I really, you did that. That's a L100.
Yeah, this thing is garbage. Garbage is.
I've seen the video.
Garbage is being polite.
Yeah.
But it's
how many times have you crashed it?
Not that much because I haven't flown it. I haven't flown it that much. Like, I flew it, in the video that I made, and I probably flew it twice or 3 times before that. And it's just, man,
well, I'll say this about the V-Copter, and I mean, listen, the camera, people, it's the camera is not the greatest. There's no zoom, but I tell you what, it is a fun drone to fly. I mean, and you don't have to record everything you're flying, so just get out there and fly. But it is, and of course, Amazon Prime, it's $8.99. You get an extra battery, get a T-shirt, you get an SD card, and get a case, I believe. So it's not, but it's still, I guess it's probably a little bit high. If it was like $6.99, but we may not see cheap drones anymore. You talked about that.
I don't think we will. I
know, and it doesn't look like it, especially from the FPV drone forward DJI, and then every drone since has been, what we consider, the Nano Plus. People griped about the price. I like my Nano, and I do have a story to tell. I went to shoot fireworks. I went to film some fireworks for July. I'm flying a Mini 3. I put the Mini 3 up. Grabbed a Nano because I thought it might be better in low light. So I get to location, and the gimbal would not move up or down. So I had to send it back yesterday. So
Second
I don't know.
time.
I recalibrated. I restarted the drone. I did everything that you could do to try to get it going, but it will not. It goes through the motions of the startup, but it will not.
And the rest of your fleet was back at the house.
Yeah, my rest of my feet. Yep. So I got no fireworks, which we got enough firework videos.
Yeah.
And
Michael, I know you're an FPV guy now. So what's your favorite drone?
GPS, the Air 2S, but FPV side, I really like the Sector 5. The one above me right here.
Oh, okay.
Hanging on the wall behind me.
Nice.
So Yeah, FPV's fun.
It's something, right? Like, it's so different,
It
different than flying a camera drone.
It is.
Well,
Absolutely.
I think, the biggest misconception I think I had, I guess, because I could fly a camera drone, I just haven't caught on to the FPV because you're always moving the sticks and you just,
It's a different skill.
Takes stick time. And if you don't put it in, you're not going to get there. I'm a great example of that.
Simulators are super helpful. Last summer, my son and I did an FPV challenge, and every day so I took my son. He's 13 now, but I took him to the park and we took an FPV drone. Nothing huge, right? And I had him fly, and he crashed, and it was hard, right?
So has he ever flown before?
He's flown some. Yeah, he's flown here and there, right? But he's never really flown FPV. So we did this thing where every day for 10 minutes, just 10 minutes a day, we'd fly in the simulator. He'd fly for 10 minutes, I fly for 10 minutes, sometimes together, sometimes not. And at the end of a month, I took him back to the park and we flew, and it was amazing. Like Chris is like, he is better than I am right now. Chris isn't great at FPV, but
I think Kelly Shores did the same thing with his son. He said he wanted to grab him,
Yeah,
just like Sergio's son.
Yeah, they're so used to video games and all that stuff anyway that it's like second nature to him. Like,
but that's a great thing that you're doing it with your son. Yeah,
it was fun.
You're spending your time.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, now you mentioned my little 9-year-old granddaughter never had goggles, never even seen the FPV, and she put just a little baby hawk or whatever, the tiny hawk, not the freestyle, and she just went between the trees like it wasn't nothing to it,
Yeah. I just gave my nephew 2 days ago. I was over at his house, and he's been bugging me. He's like, Uncle Jack, I want an FPV drone. So I'm like,
well, he's got a great uncle because he's got a lot of drones he could get.
So I gave him a tiny hawk, a pair of goggles, and a remote, and then I showed him how to do it. I said, all right, Levi, I'm gonna come back in 2 weeks and we're gonna fly. I want you to be able to do this. So we'll see. So it's kind of like a little test to see if it's gonna be hard because he's gonna be flying on his own, but we'll see.
It's always good to get kids in the
Let's
hobby.
do the second question real quick.
Get it?
Yeah. All right. After receiving a remote certificate under Part 107, a small UA rating, how often are you required to complete recurrent training? A, every 6 months. B, every 12 months. C, every 24 months.
I got a typo there.
I know that answer too.
Easy. That's an easy one. Easy one.
I know.
We'll see if anybody on this one. We'll see if anybody gets it wrong. Not how many get it right.
We got some wrong answers out there.
And that's an open book, right? That's an open book test too, the recurrent, right?
Yeah. That is phenomenal, actually. Yeah. Because when I originally tested, it was before the night and the flights over people, and you had to retest to have that. I forget exactly that the night basically is the deal where it changed. So I just did the recurring. And
I think it was like April to 20 something or April or May. Was it early in May? I think before that, because I got mine right after, so I don't have to. Well, I mean the night flying stuff.
Yeah, they added a few questions and whatnot.
You want to call it? Want to say congratulations to Michael Wright?
Michael Wright.
First,
the
I
correct
think.
answer is C.
C, every 24 months.
CC.
Yeah, guys, type hashtag. Let me put it up here. Midwest meetup to win a sticker pack. We got. Let me see how many entries we got. We got 29 entries, and we got 56 in here. So we got a great sticker pack, and get out there and subscribe to Half Chrome and watch Jack's video. And of course, Mike's got some great videos up on some FPV. I know Mike, y'all did some builds and you do some tutorials, so y'all got a great channel going there. Jack, I know you're got a lot of subscribers, and hey, got a great channel. And Jack, when do y'all do y'all show?
We do it on Sundays, but we just haven't been
every other Sunday, right? Is that kind of what you?
That was our plan. But it's been the summer's been well, actually, life has been crazy. Chris's job has changed a little bit, so he's not
Chris is your brother-in-law, right?
He's my brother-in-law. Yes.
Everybody not thinks, but some people assume y'all were brothers, but it's your brother-in-law.
Brother-in-law. Yep. So yeah, we'll do shows most Sunday nights, and it's going to be a lot more sporadic. We'll try to post them out there a few days in advance, but it's going to be more. rather than just kind of talking. If we can get like the EXO guys, or I've got some people in mind that I want to talk to that they're in the industry or whatever.
Right.
So it'll be kind of more interview style things. Who knows? Maybe things will change. But that's kind of
It is. Y'all, I mean, it's fun to watch, and so I know there's a lot of shows. I got the drone show guide out, and I do need to tweak it because there's a few changes, but I will get that updated and get it. And guys, we got a few videos to show. Let's see. This is Al from South Florida Drone group there.
Yeah, he saw a drone show along with fireworks.
Al's a great guy.
We'll run through these. We got 5 of them, I think. Then we got Ray's hat to give away, and then we'll pull for the stickers.
I want to go
Jack,
see
have you ever
the
seen a drone
show.
show up? In person?
No.
Me neither, man.
I think in our lifetime they will replace fireworks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Yep.
It just makes
That's so intriguing to me, though. It's like so amazing.
look at this. This is incredible.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I know
they're
Steven
safer.
Sutton, they do them, the flyby guys, man, and they do them I think the last one they did had 582 drones, I think he said.
Yeah.
Wow. It's basically setting up the drones just like you set up fireworks in a row like that, because I've seen how they set them up.
Yeah, it's all about programming and planning and. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Steven said the ones they do, they take off from a pod of 6 drones, and man, that's pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm. Super cool.
Very cool, Al. And then you got a nice fireworks show after that.
Yeah. And a lot of, videos, of course, of fireworks the night of.
And I think this was at the casino, right, Al? By your house?
Oh, Al might have to sell some drones if he was at the casino.
Or maybe he's gonna buy some drones if he was.
Yeah, maybe he'll buy some. He'll buy them off Max. Max got a bunch for $50. All right,
cool.
let's see who we got next. We got Paul here.
And just to let you guys know in the chat, you want your video shown, just email it to us or let us know, and we'll find it on your channel.
Yeah, we'll show. This is Paul Wedgenbig, Paul Brown.
He's incredible. He flies, and he incorporates FPV with GPS in most of his videos.
Hey, Laura.
Yeah, he does a little thing in the corner, and it's Amazon. He does an Amazon gift card, I think, every Sunday, Ray?
Yeah, every Sunday, 5 p.m.
Very cool.
I mean, look at that. That is gorgeous.
Let's see if I can make it full screen. There we go. Don Mudball, Mike
Hey,
B. the Drone
Don.
Ranger, Joe Blaylock, Tomas.
Laura, how you doing? And he likes flying by the water. He's right there in
Cool.
New Bedford, Massachusetts, in that area.
Somebody's still shooting fireworks out my window here. I see they must have had a bunch left over.
Yeah, they just don't quit.
Very nice, Paul.
Max.
Good stuff.
Nothing's for sale.
Flying over water and by boats, it always just looks cool.
Saw that crane down there working.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. I think the water, of course, the mountains, the beaches, they all really.
And it's good to
He's
get
getting
those
low here,
nice
he's
shots
low
like
here.
that. Like, you gotta have like that. Yeah, the technique of flying. Oh, that's a beauty now.
Nice.
Yeah.
It was a good edit too.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's Captain Ray's boat right there.
It's good to mix. It's good to mix GPS drone footage with FPV. It's a little different.
Yeah,
I like
you
it.
just did a video, right?
Nice video. Let's
Very
see, we
nice.
got
Great
one
video,
more.
Paul.
Yeah, I just did one like yeah.
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 What was the camera? You used Air 2S. And what was the camera? Was it a GoPro?
The other one I used the other one I used on that one was the Instant 360 R.
It's a
This is Yellow Rose Drones, Lee Bessing.
That was attached to the Sector 5.
nice. It's a nice shot. Again, water always looks good.
Yeah, this is
Oh,
sunrise on the Texas Gulf. Is
Yeah,
what
that's
this
awesome.
video is.
Sunrise.
Yeah, Yellow
sunset.
Rose.
Great.
He was at Spin Up with us, right, Johnny? Yellow Rose was there, right?
Yeah,
Lee, yeah.
yeah, he was there. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's spin up, yeah. Yeah, Lee. He's a great guy. He got some. He mailed us some stickers too. We'll get Lee's out too in the next couple of weeks.
Hey, Mike B, how you doing?
Guys, hit hashtag Midwest Meetup to win a sticker pack. Let me see how many people we got so far. Got 34 entries.
Mhm.
I got a lot of clicking going on over here, Ray.
I like lining up with the horizon and just watching the waves roll in. That's super
Yeah, that's
cool. Mm-hmm.
especially if you slow it down.
Yeah.
And to me, it looks really good.
I mean, it's a great way to start your day. Fly drones at sunrise, really.
Yeah, absolutely. We were playing around with flying like that, and then opposite, and then with the wave, you can kind of follow a wave into shore. That's super fun too. Yeah, good stuff. Nice video.
Let's
Very
see.
nice,
Oh,
Lee.
Yeah, this was Lee Adventure FPV. I don't know if y'all saw this one.
Yeah, I saw this. This was amazing.
Oh, that
This is, I think-
Adventure Golf pop-up place? Yeah.
Yeah.
He did good.
I'm not sure what Lee is. He flying at? What does he fly at?
I think he used the Syndrome for this. The Syndrome Squirt.
Oh yeah, the Squirt. That's what he flies. Man, that's pretty neat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah. He did good.
that's
I like
cool.
this.
I mean, this is great advertising for the business.
For sure. Yeah, good editing. I mean, it's well done. This is the most difficult thing to do with a drone, I think. Is a one take
One shot, yeah,
video,
absolutely.
especially if there are people around. Like, gosh, it's so hard.
You got to coordinate everything.
Yes. And even just like the fine stick movements. I did it for a house. It was actually my parents' house and they were selling it, and I did a fly through. It is, gosh, you bump a wall, ruins the whole thing. You got to fly over again.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah, but it's fun. I'll tell you what, these videos are fun to watch. I know.
Yeah.
Remember what was that first, the bowling alley one?
Yes,
Remember when that
that's-
came out?
Yeah, that one's epic.
I like this part right here. He'll turn, he'll go through there, and then he'll speed it up.
Yeah, he goes right by the guy on the beam here.
Yeah, that's cool.
And I like this behind the scenes on this one too. That video he had.
Man, that's a lot of cables and stuff right there. Wow.
Yeah.
I think Lee said he flies really low rates on this. Like they're
Yeah.
really low.
That makes sense. Yeah, you don't want things to be twitchy or.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Then he speeds it up right here, I think.
Great video.
I like
That's
it.
awesome.
Yeah,
I
he did
got
a good job.
one more.
Great.
Let's see who.
Great
Max.
video, Lee.
And then we'll get these two prizes or raise. This is a $50 video right here. I think Max was trying to fly through the. Yep.
Mhm.
And you'll notice he'll point the quad, he'll pitch the quad forward, and while he's still,
Oh my God!
he
Look at
stands
this.
in one position. It's pretty cool how he
Boom.
did that. It's hard. See how he did that? It's
Yeah, that's cool.
he's a good pilot. Max is a good pilot. See that? He just
Yeah, man.
holds it there and pitches. Isn't that cool?
What's he flying?
Yeah.
Do we know?
I think he's
don't
flying
know.
a DJI Air 2S, I think, right? Or is it a traditional drone?
Well, he's got the DJI FPV too, right?
This it. Yeah, he's got the
He's
DJI
in here.
FPV. I'm
He'll
not
say
sure
it.
what he's doing.
Yeah,
this with.
this is the Air 2S because you can see the curvature of the Earth. That's not that. Well, either way, I mean he's right up there in the fireworks.
Yeah.
Very, very cool, Max.
Mm-hmm.
He said someone said it's a POS.
That's the Ken Herron POS. Yeah.
Is Max here? Max, do we know what drone this is?
Yeah. DJI
Yeah.
FPV. Yeah.
It
$50 video.
it sounds like a
It's
DJI
$50
FPV.
drone?
And man, did he get a
Yeah,
deal on
it
that
sounds
on
like
the
it. You can hear
Facebook Marketplace.
He got that for $500. The goggles, the drone.
Yeah, he
you know,
got
the
two of
whole
them.
setup.
He got two of
All right,
them.
Ray.
Jack,
Let's
with goggles
give
and
your
everything.
hat away. I got it
Crazy.
loaded up
Very,
here.
very cool. There you go.
Let's see. Let's see.
All right. Good luck, everybody.
All right. Here we go. All right, this is the wrong wheel, guys.
That was just a tease.
Well, let me hit the right button here. See if I can get it. Here we go. I'm sorry about that. Got a lot of clicking going on here. Paul.
Paul Brown.
All right. Congratulations, Paul.
Congrats, Paul.
All
Congrats,
right.
buddy.
And let's give away the stickers. Get this done real quick. Yeah, I'll give you a few seconds. Let's see how we got. We got 36 entries in. We got 56 people in. So it's hashtag Midwest Meetup, and that is, of course, the Midwest Meetup coming up. And Mike, what's that date?
August 13th at 11 a.m. on Gulf Road at Ned Brown Meadows, Bussy Woods, in Rolling Meadows, Illinois.
Man,
Be
11
there.
a.m. Y'all need to get up there and catch some sunrise.
Yeah.
If people want to catch the sunrises, that's, message Mike.
Yeah.
I mean, if they want to head out there early, I mean, that's no big deal with me. But we're gonna be there early anyways to set
Yeah.
up. So.
Yeah, we'll be there.
All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and hit this. Let's see who wins this. We'll get these stickers right out to you. Message me on Facebook.
Good luck.
Send
Good
me-
luck.
Good
send
luck,
me your address.
everybody.
I'll get them right out to you. Joe Blaylock.
Hey, Joe. Congratulations.
Joe's got to be like the luckiest guy ever. I think.
Yeah,
he's
he is.
He is.
And Joe's got a
Yeah.
great sticker, too.
Like everything. I think he won I think he's got at least one, maybe two T-shirts from us. Probably
Yeah.
a drone. Won the lotto the other day.
Well, guys, I want to thank y'all, man. We know the hour goes fast,
hour
and
flies
it's
by.
fun. It's been a great show. We had a ton of people in here. Jack, I want to thank you for
Thanks, sir.
coming on, and Michael, of course, you too.
No
and,
problem.
man,
Anytime.
it's been a fun show. And Jack, we'll let you give your final thoughts there.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. Looking forward to seeing some people, flying with some people. Got a lot of stuff coming up on the channel. I've spent countless hours doing some FPV builds. I got lots of Mini 3 stuff, EXO stuff, all sorts of stuff coming out. All summer long. So looking forward to making stuff and seeing people and flying and doing all that fun stuff. Thanks for having me on the show, guys. Appreciate
Absolutely, Jack. It's a privilege. Michael, and you're up.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys. And everyone, thanks for popping in and showing support for Johnny and Ray. They got a great show on their hands here, and hopefully we get to see some of you at the meetup. And look out for more on our channel. We got a few other things we're working on, and we'll see you then.
Yeah, Mike, what you got coming? You got the Flyzone show. Is it this Friday? Or?
Yeah, we got one this Friday.
Okay.
The Flyzone Drone show, and then the other Sunday, the following Sunday, we have Stinger Sworn is gonna try to get on Sunday with us.
Cool.
So
All
he hasn't
Yeah,
confirmed yet.
tune in after this. Of course, Bill Thomas, Coast to Coast Drones, and Dobo does his show tonight. CaptainRay's got his show on Monday night, and then next Wednesday we got Dr. Ted Bowman and Marcus Crawford. They did a little flying together, so we want to catch up with Marcus and Dr. Ted. It's been a while since Dr. Ted's been on, and but guys, we want to thank y'all again, and have a great Wednesday, what's left of it, and have a great weekend, and get out there and fly and be safe.
Take care, everybody.
Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you, everybody, for watching.